Even when I took the year out and decided to go back to uni, the fear when I was at school was like, oh, I'm going to be a year behind everyone. But now I'm in the workplace, and as soon as you get out of it, you don't really care that much.
Why do you look so happy when the weather outside is so miserable?
May just did her first external meeting with the Rolex team at Mindshare, so it was great. Yeah, so we just discussed what their strategy is for the year, where they focus in arts and culture and like sporting events, sponsorships and stuff like that, and how influencers are great at telling that message.
So I went in to meet the Rolex team at Mindshare, which is a media
Did you have a good
agency.
time?
I thought you were going to fist pump me.
Oh, I was doing a watch and saying, did you have a good time?
So I've been here for 2 weeks now, and I feel like now I really understand how the company works, the history, how we can differentiate from everyone else. And I feel like when you present something to someone else, it cements your knowledge of it. So you know that you can present it well and you understand it when you can explain it to someone else.
I know it, but does the world know it?
No, they will soon though, because I'm going to educate everyone.
Oh wow.
I'm on a path of education. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
I've just come to check out that everything's okay and that you don't need any of my assistance.
I think we're good.
Sam Fowler.
Hello, good to see you this early in the morning, Matthew.
I just wanted to catch up on
Right.
campaigns.
Campaigns, my word, where do I start?
What are you running?
It is probably one of the busiest periods I've ever had it go. Start of the Premier League, all the bookies are back up and running, so dealing with all that stuff. So we've been doing a lot of acquisition around that and awareness pieces as well. And
What is an awareness piece?
awareness piece? Raise the profile of the brand before it starts. If you're a new bookie, first thing you want to be around is the start of the Premier League. You want to be pushing out everywhere and all the regular channels where all the big boys normally go, because if you take that conversation on social, really you're winning at the moment, and it's the quickest link you can make is through social to depositing customers, because they're already on their phone, they've already got the means in their hand to actually deposit with you. Aside from that, lovely client coming in today, client who's just finally confirmed all the campaign, and we're just having our first kick-off meeting.
What makes them so lovely?
Because they're all about saving the planet. And that's what we love here at Goat, saving the fucking planet. We want a green planet. And also, do you know what else is green?
What?
Trees. Do you know who else are green? The Woodland Trust. And that's who's coming in today.
We're about to have a meeting with Woodland Trust.
Oh, I really wanted to get in on this.
We haven't met with them for a while, so we're going to talk about the cross-section, give them some example influencers, and yeah, basically get the ball rolling to start the campaign.
I've been on their Instagram page and it is aesthetically stunning photographs.
You should all sign up to get the membership here.
Yeah?
They need to plant
3 billion trees.
3 billion more trees. You know there's only 2% of ancient woodland left in the UK.
That's pretty shocking,
Show your support, plant some trees.
because trees can't defend themselves. What's on the menu for today?
Well, it's 3 p.m, so we're
What's been on the menu?
we're into the tasting courses.
Oh really?
Yeah. We have been putting together our proposal for Football Manager 20, using a lot of our learnings from the past 2 years of campaigns that we've run with them to...
Does it get easier then when it's a repeat campaign?
Well, their goals change, so we have to change our strategy to align with what they want. But it means that we know who the audience are and we can really hone in and target them. And obviously, as the world of social changes, we can adapt our strategy to have like a more targeted approach. So we're going to try new platforms that they haven't tried before based on learnings that we know. Twitch, because we know that the younger audience is spending a lot more time on there, and the long form nature of the game goes hand in hand with the platform.
So a while ago, LinkedIn contacted us because we were shortlisted for their top startup agencies list. I mentioned how one of our employees went from intern to campaign director and asked if she could interview this intern that moved to campaign director. So that person's Tom Ball. She's speaking to him on the phone today at 11:30 to discuss his journey, how he got to where he is, and he didn't get a university degree and he's in a senior position. A bit of motivation for others out there.
Tell me about your experience at Go Agency. So how long were you an intern, and so how did you kind of move up the ranks?
I was supposed to be an intern for 3 months, but within sort of the first 4 weeks, Harry had pulled me into a room and said that like he had no intention of leaving me as an intern and he wanted to keep me full time. Shortly after that, we'd retained one of our larger clients at that point, and it meant that we were hiring another person to come sit aside me to work in a similar role. I was given, not the responsibility as like managing them, but like I was almost kind of like buddied up with them to show them like the way in and help them out, which was like obviously a nice bit of responsibility to have considering I was so new. We won like our first major client a couple of months after that, which meant that we had to hire a completely new set of people within the team to cover off like things we didn't have. I'd like to say that we have like a rough idea of like the fashion industry, like I have absolutely no idea compared to those that actually do work in it. So at that point we needed to hire some new campaigns people to come join us with a bit more knowledge within the fashion vertical, because everything we'd done up until that point, or not everything, but the majority of stuff we'd done up until that point was sport focused. As that came about, like we then started hiring more and more people with different backgrounds, understandings. We tried to cover everything off, which meant loads of new people that would end up coming under me and that end up leading to me being pushed further and further. What we do is very, very niche. There were people who were coming in, like myself, that didn't have a great understanding of it. When the people were recruited, it was almost like I took it upon myself to be that role, because we were overseeing the stuff that happened in New York, the stuff that happened in Singapore, as well as the UK office. Like we got into positions that we were in.
Would you have advice for young people who maybe feel like their course they're in isn't working for them, or they're just not going to be a good fit at university?
I wouldn't recommend going to uni and dropping out. I think that was a probably mistake of some sort, but I'd certainly recommend that just taking time in a decision. I feel like in school, you get to the last year and you're sort of pressured into making your uni decision there and then. When I was 18, I had no idea what I wanted to do. As much as like some people do have a set goal and they know where they want to be and they are pushed down that route, I think a lot of people don't, and they feel like they have to. And there's nothing wrong with like accepting that and making a decision later in life. Even when I took the year out and decided to go back to uni, the fear when I was at school was like, oh, I'm going to be a year behind everyone. But now I'm in the workplace and it doesn't matter. That age isn't really a thing here. Yeah, in school, because you're sat in your own year group, like it does become a thing. As soon as you get out of it, you don't really care that much.
Thanks for watching today's vlog. Like, comment, subscribe, the rest of it. You know the drill. See you tomorrow.